Hashtag no music, no intro. We are back. Saints Block Party podcast presented and brought to you by Precious Works LLC, recapping the Saints losing to the Buffalo Bills in week 4 to fall 0-4. I don't even know what the final score of the game was.
I know, right?
Adam, co-hosting, joined to you by my guy Wolf, aka Ryan. The final score of the game was 19-31. So they covered the spread. So I think the spread ended up being like 14. And honestly, I know people. I think people like have to adjust what their outcome of this season is going to be with these 2025 New Orleans Saints. But my biggest thing my takeaway from this game was Kellen Moore and the coaching staff, and there were still mistakes, especially special teams and all that. But overall, we just asked which Saints team was going to show up. We wanted Kellen Moore to show us something. And they did. They stood toe to toe, against the Buffalo Bills. Honestly, for 4 fucking quarters. Like, that game was still a game that was in doubt in the fourth quarter. And it shows you incremental growth for this team. And that's what you want to see in this season. Like, we'll talk about the plays. We could talk about the things that drove us crazy. Overall, they bounced back from a disaster in Seattle. And I think that's the biggest storyline of the game. Wins and losses aside, it's how they look when they're losing. Right now, they're 0-4. There's games we play tomorrow on Monday Night Football. But as of right now, they have the number 1 overall pick in the draft with their record. The Jets and the Dolphins play tomorrow. So if the Jets lose, they'll have the number 1 overall pick. If the Dolphins the Dolphins lose, I believe the Saints still would maintain the number 1 overall pick. So this team looks like they're going to be picking top 3-ish in the draft. So it's about the growth and how does it look going forward.
Straight up, man. It's just the reality, is what we talked about before the season, kept trying to prepare people for. Like, you got to change your mind state. Like, Bree, my wife, Bree, she turned the game off. She was like, I can't take it. They're not winning it. I'm like, Bree, this is a rebuilding team. She's like, they've been rebuilding for years. I'm like, no, they haven't. That's the problem.
They should have been.
They should have been, but they've been avoiding it for years. And now they finally have to, this is what it looks like. This is literally what it looks like. And honestly, this is what you hope it looked like. That you have a team that's fighting, scratching, trying to, make the most out of it, keeping it competitive going against a team that's going to be competing for the Super Bowl.
Yes.
And you were right there. I mean, you kept them, you didn't let them score for the second quarter. They didn't score, the Bills. Like that. And they opened up the game with 14 points, just boom, like that. And then you settle down on defense, you tighten down, get some things going offensively, you running the ball, you throwing the ball, you got quarterback runs and all that stuff. And you kept that game right there, man. So, yes, it's disappointing that they couldn't close it out. They couldn't make the scores in the end that could make, that could have won the game, because they could have potentially won the game. But, you just got to, it's just one of those things where you just got to look for the positive in it and look at what you can build on. Look that you got a young player like Jonas Sinker that comes in making huge plays, game-changing plays. Game-changing plays that gives your team a chance. You got Quincy Riley up in there getting good snaps. You got Christian Boyd up in there getting good snaps. This is what you're trying to do right now, man. This is what you're trying to do with this season.
Seeing what players, as we keep talking about taking the line from, I believe we said it was Bucky Brooks and Dan Jeremiah, seeing what players are going to be on the bus for 2026. That's what you need to see. I know one thing, Jonas Sinker's on the bus. He's on the bus, bro. on his bus. You got Cesar Ruiz go down with a nasty looking ankle injury, and it's maybe too early to try to truly see what they have. But maybe you have a potentially decent player in Simpkins that you got as an undrafted free agent that could maybe slot. Those are the things, and obviously, as bad as Ruiz was playing, like we had joked,
No,
he had the pristine health. We weren't out there rooting for his injury, but he goes down. Simpkins came in, looked like he was decent. So, like another positive, and I know he's a free agent after the season, but Trevor Penning played today, and at guard, his first.
It was noticeable, bro. Noticeable, and like that's if Trevor Penning is able to be like a positive starter on the offensive line, like that's huge, bro. Because that was looking like a bust. That was looking like a bust of a pick for years now. And if that could turn around and be like a young contributor on the offensive line, like a plus starter, like not even just a below average, but like a plus starter on your offensive line, that's huge.
And if he's a player, if he plays well, like you could get him back on like a cheap deal, bro. Like he's not going to break the bank in terms of what he's going to cost to come back. Yeah. Shout out to Justin Cash, $2 super chat. Chances we go 0-7. I see it. Fire Loomis.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Did the Giants won this game today?
Yes, against the Chargers.
Wow.
Without Malik Neighbors. And like it's funny. And this is why I know what Spencer's. He's 0-10 or 11 now. Like Jackson Dart won that game passing like 111 yards. Like that's why I think the quarterback win thing is.
It's stupid, but it's just. That's how people analyze it, bro. That's how people analyze it. Like they're gonna look at this game. What Spencer had 109 yards passing today. Very pedestrian game, but like his feet was like crucial in this game. He made some clutch runs on third down to keep drives going. Had to kind of put it on his back sometimes. Again, just with we talked about it on the Zoom, like where the inability for quick strikes, big plays. It's like we see it time and time again where this team gets down like a score. Not even by much, but like just a score. And it's like a foot being placed on your neck because it's like nothing you could do. You can't quick strike and come back from being at any kind of deficit because you have no like quick strike game in your repertoire whatsoever. It's just weird, bro. Like I can't even explain it.
Especially with this is one of the stories of the game. Shout out to Damon Jones with the 199 super chat. Who says we are in dire need of a wide receiver one.
Bruh. And that goes like the Chris Olave journey, I guess you could call it, because it's quite a journey. Just another game where he started off rough. He had Randall put it right on him, it was like a slant, not a slant, but like it's an out route.
Oh.
Put it right on his hands, right above, and just didn't catch it. Then he had we'll probably talk more about it, but it was like the trick play where he threw a pass to Spencer Rattler, and it got picked off. And then I think there was a bad play after that. And it was just like, what is going on with Chris? I think it was a play where the ball came kind of on the inside. He turned around. He didn't grab it. It was like back to back to back. Like, oh, my gosh. Olave, like, you are not helping my agenda right now.
Like I said, bro, that's your agenda. Like,
you get off of it.
I'm off, bro. And I love Olave still as a player. And I compared this game to him in our Zoom. Was like if you watch that Seahawks Cardinals game on Thursday Night Football, the same type of like awful game that Marvin Harrison Jr. was having, in his head, just that was almost exactly the type of game that Chris Olave was having today, like carbon copy. Now he comes back, he scores the touchdown on a great throwing catch, tightens the game up, but I see both sides of because listen, if this team goes and loses to the Giants next week, they'll be 0-5. I think the fire sale is going to be
The estate sale, garage sale sign going up. Like,
come and get him.
Come and get him, man. And say what you want about him, he's still one of the most like valuable pieces, tradable pieces on the team.
Easily, it's him and Granderson, and Granderson played a great game today. Great game. I thought the defense, the defense after those first two drives, it was looking dire. It was looking dire. Yeah. It was like another Seattle game with like they were showing no fight,
nothing.
Bad tackling, but you saw a lot of fight from Sanker. Made two great plays in a row.
That was such a boost. That was such a boost. He had two back-to-back plays. He had the one where he did a PBU. I forgot who he was covering. The tight end.
It's tight end.
Yeah, down and like just made a great athletic play, leaping up, not pulling on the receiver or nothing, but just batting the pass away. And then immediately he's playing like almost center field, darts to the sideline, and makes a beautiful interception, just like textbook, just like gorgeous. Like if you love secondary play, it's just like, oh, it's just beautiful, man. And that just kind of lifted the whole defense.
Whole team.
Like
yes, it did, bro.
Let's fucking go. You know what I'm saying? Like after that, it was like, okay, we in this. Like we got a fight chance. The offense moving the ball. We making plays on defense. Like we got a fighting chance. And you could just see like the whole team just gather emotion around that time.
It was a weird game because it was a game that in spurts, this team played a lot of complimentary football at times in spurts, but they just didn't do it consistently. And I've said it with this team is a team that the margins are so finite in terms of like the talent disparity when they go against other teams, where it was like that second quarter, almost everything was kind of going together for a little bit. And then after that, it was like, okay, this part of the team's doing good, but now this part's not the team's doing. And then this team can't have that. They're not going to win games like that. And in this, like, you could point out the plays, but the plays of this game that lost this game for this team, you had the Olave drop, which was a bad drop on that. I think it was a third down. And then you had the trick play debacle. I still contend, and I get the argument, like they're running the ball well, blah, blah, blah. Like, I understand the argument of not calling the trick play, but it was just one of those things where like the execution was just not good. Like execution wasn't good. But that play, because of the interception that Olave throws, you take 3 points, hopefully with Grupe, you never know, but you potentially take 3 points off the board, and that would have cut it, I believe, to a 1 point game at that point. So that was a huge, because they would have scored at least a field goal and likely maybe held going, like being down only a point to Buffalo at halftime and getting the ball back being down 1, as opposed to getting the ball back being down 4. That was a play that swung the game. The drive where the offense was driving it really, really well, and Rattler just misses a wide open Cooks in the end zone. Just miss him. It's just a miss. It's just a miss. Those things catch up to you, and then you have the Blake Grupe kick on the kickoff, puts the Bills at the 40. The Saints still were able to get the Bills to punt, and then Sewell roughs the punter. Like, just an avalanche of like little things, but with this team, they're not little. They're like huge, right? Of like the build up.
Because the Bills, on the flip side, had a ton of mistakes themselves. They had 11 penalties. They threw 1 or 2 picks. So many issues, but they have such that quick strike ability and that ability to just turn it on. Where they win, they score 31 points in it. After all those mistakes, Sean McDermott on the sideline, hot. His team, why are they struggling? But you still win 31-19. Like,
and it didn't. Bro, it didn't even feel like they put up 30 today. Like, it did not feel like really a 30-point Bills effort today.
That score is a lie. Like, the score is one of those things where you look at it, it's like, okay, the Bills just stumped them. It's like, no, if you watch the game, it was tight, and the Bills were stressed. Nobody on the Bills sideline looked happy, which is all I wanted.
That's what we said on the preview pod, bro. At the end of the preview pod, we said we wanted the Bills stressing. Like, damn, we ain't put in the fourth quarter. That's exactly what it was. It's like, damn, we haven't put these dudes away yet. Another thing we didn't really bring up, but I don't know when it happened, but at some point in the game, they put Quincy Riley in the game. Yep. And maybe like I haven't watched the all 22, but it felt like the secondary played better once he got in the game.
Right, because you saw Josh Allen having a double clutch and then try to take off a scramble, causing some sacks on himself. Able to get Saints D-line able to get some sacks because he ain't had nowhere to go. And Josh Allen, he scans the whole field. So that's one thing you for sure. He didn't see any way to go, and he felt he had to use his legs. And the Saints did a good job of just kind of keeping the rush around him and being able to get to him when he tried to scramble and get some yards. So, yeah, I think we'll see. We'll see how it looks, on the back end. But I think they had to get Yada. When I saw Yada out there when the game started, I'm like, what
don't need 27 out there ever again.
What we doing?
Get him out. Get him out.
What are we doing?
DJE said Riley got in late first, early second was when he was fully started. Yeah, that feels about right. Yeah.
Yep.
So maybe for this team, this last draft class is really important. And so I would say thus far, it's early, right? But I would lean, and I hate doing it after we're four fucking games in, so I don't really like doing this exercise. But right now you're trending on maybe Banks being green, like a light green. Sanker looks like he's a green player. He's going to have his ups and downs, but he looks like a player that you're going to enjoy in the secondary. And it's early with Riley, but those are potentially 3 players from this draft class that you have. We haven't even talked about the quarterback that they drafted 40th overall. He hasn't gotten in. We don't know. I'll be interested to know what the fan perception of the team is after this game.
The fan perception, I'm sure it's going to be a lot of, it's time to switch the quarterback. It's going to be a lot of, just because people just want to see wins, man, and the fact is the Saints 0-4 right now, potential to be 0-5 next week. And that's just, end of the day, nobody wants to see that, man. Just those losses stack up. But I'm telling you, the way they're fighting, they got a win coming. If they keep fighting like this, and they just got to put it all together. How many penalties they had today?
They only had maybe 4? 3?
4.
Feels like 4.
4 for 41.
The biggest one was the Sewell one. Not that would have swung the game, but it was huge.
That was a mental, this is a situation, situational football. Situations like this, we getting this team off the field on third down. We got a chance to get on offense and get this game within hand. You can't have these mistakes right here. That's just got to be, you got to be smart. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, they played a cleaner game, which that was the hyper focus in this game. Go back to, I was talking about on offense, the inability for quick strikes. There was a play where Shaheed caught and he had some nice space. You got Shaheed in space. He turning up. You think he about to
third down.
He about to switch into that third gear and be gone. Ankle tackle. It's right there. So many right there. You had a play. It was a third down play with Alvin Kamara. He caught the ball and he kind of slipped a little bit and just couldn't get to it was a fourth down play. I'm sorry.
Fourth down. That was fourth down.
Yeah. He slipped a little bit, couldn't get to the first down. That was a huge play because you gave the Bills the ball back with great field position. Basically, game over.
That's
right there.
Sealed the game. Sealed the game.
Yeah, that sealed the game right there.
There are little things that Kellen still does that I still need answers to, being in the red zone. But besides the Niners game, the red zone's been an issue for the Saints greatly. I don't understand. I need to understand that you give up a 4th round pick to go get a big body receiver, and then you don't use that person in the red zone.
You're throwing the Brandon Cooks,
this is not me absolving Spencer of the bad
no,
throw. I'm just but there was a lot of so many times they were in the red zone today, and why is 14 not on the field? It's just why is he not on the field? Those are as much as I saw some good coaching a lot of good coaching things from Kellen today. Those are the things where I'm just like, it doesn't make sense to me from a football perspective. Those I don't get.
No question. And on a positive note, I did like seeing him use a lot more like under center, play action, running the ball from under center. Kendra, I thought he had like a great game.
Ooh, great game, bro.
Got a touchdown, broke a lot of tackles. Just was decisive, hitting the holes, just boom, showing good speed.
Great. Looked great, bro.
Looked great, man. I thought that was just an overall good day running the ball. Let me see how much. How do we get?
Let me check up on the chat real quick as you looking something up.
Almost 200 yards rushing the ball, bro. 200, almost 189, bro.
Whew.
This team.
Some of that was AK. Some of that was Spence. Some of that was Kendre. Like Dante said, they had Bailey in on the red zone and had him playing tight end. Like James asked, and I think this is a very fair point. Where is Trey Palmer? Please respond.
Please, I need to know. I saw Mason Tipton like 2 times.
2 times?
I don't think he got targeted once, but he was out there.
J Rock said Rattler has to work on his accuracy a little bit more. Other than that, I got no complaints.
This is every week. We say that every week, bro.
What do we typically say about players? Players are
who they are.
Who they are.
It's the thing that's going to keep Spencer Rattler from being instead of like a 22nd to 20th quarterback
to like a backup
to being like a It's like he could be like a top 15 quarterback if his accuracy were better. You know what I'm saying? Yep. But the fact that his accuracy is just spotty, like sometimes it's good, sometimes like he threw balls today that were like picture perfect, right on perfect, just right where it need to be. But there's always 3 or 4 where it's like, man, where you going with that?
And I know people were trying to say that other Olave drop was like a bad throw by him, like that, like not the one on the out, but the one that you was talking about where
it came on the inside.
Yeah, that wasn't a bad throw. Like that was just a terrible drop. But like when you have chances like you do when it's schemed up with Brandon Cooks in the middle, and you don't make them, you miss it. Like those are huge. Those are especially knowing like the team, right? And I'm speaking like overall, knowing the team, the margins are so little, it changes everything about a game when you miss those.
Absolutely. But I thought overall, like even the offensive line, as far as like pass protection, I thought it was solid for the most part for most of the game. Then it broke down towards the end. Especially with Fuaga. Like just like you pointed out perfectly, bro. It's like as the game goes on, it's like that knee, like maybe whatever injections they put in there at the beginning of the game, that shit wear out by the end, bro. And he is struggling by the end of the game, bro.
It's been a theme. I don't know if I noticed it in week 1 so much, but it's been a theme with him, bro. Like I don't know. Is this going to be a thing where it's like this is going to be playing this all his career? Like, I don't know. I do not know. Justin asked, I saw it earlier. If the Saints go 0-5 next week and teams, no. Teams offer you a third for Carl, do you do it? Yes.
For Brando?
I would. Yeah, like I don't know if they would like. Is there a team desperate enough out there to give you a second for Granderson? Probably not. I would say likely not. But a third? I think the flip side to that is like someone would say like that's like a sign you're giving up. Like you need picks. Like they got 5 draft picks in the 2026 draft. 5. And you're not a good team. You're a frisky team, you're a fighting team, but you're rebuilding, not a good team. You got to accumulate as many picks as you can.
That's true. Nah, man, that's true. And look, players like Chris Rumpf showing a little something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Chris Rumpf, Diggs, maybe get Chase Young back at some point. I don't know. But yeah, Grando, Olave. Even look, I've always been like, look, man, Kamara. I want him to be a Saint for life. I'm almost to the point. I just want him to be free, like free AK from the misery or whatever. Like
Shawshank, bruh.
Shawshank, just free that man. And it's up to him. He has a no trade clause, and he kind of moves at his own beat. And plus, he got a nice $11.5 million salary. So, I mean, I don't know if you can move him or not, but yeah, I'm to the point where I'm just like, okay, I'm open. I'm open to it all. Like, there's nobody really off the table except for like the young guys, young guys that you build in Banks and Fuaga and some of the other young guys. But
this nigga said young guys and named 2 young guys.
Ain't much. I get Brazil out of here. Like I am open to it all, bro. Open to it all because it's just where we at as a team, bro. Like it is. We have a long way to go, man. Long way to go.
It was games like this are like they're the worst because it's like the fucking in game like Hawkeye like meme, like don't give me hope. Like having hope against the Bills, like being so close, like ooh, like can we just
find yourself getting into it? You're like, ooh, we can really win this. We can really win. Just like no, we can't win.
No,
because you could just see it on the Bills where they're just like, man, let's stop playing with these guys, man.
It was. I will say though, as a Saints fan watching the game, it was that's a fun game to watch as a fan.
Oh, hell yeah.
If they're like this all season, regardless of who the quarterback is, if they could just keep it, be feisty, be just in the game, that's like don't have many games like you had in week 3 against the Seahawks. You can't have because that is demoralizing.
Yeah, no, these are fun, man. It's funny because we're being on the other side of these games now. Because we used to be on the other side,
yes,
with Breeze and Sean, where we like, la 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 la. Then I don't know, freaking Browns or the 0-8 Rams come in or whatever. And we like, what the hell? Like, why are we struggling to beat this team? And now we get a chance to do that to other good teams. So it's just a weird spot that Saints fans are in right now. You just gotta be patient, man. Like just be patient and hope they actually build towards something. Please build towards something.
Please. Like I don't know what the build is towards, but no, I didn't mean to say it like that, but like, I don't know, but like be towards something.
Towards something. And look, Kellen, it's just interesting watching Kellen and his growth. Because he does a lot of good things. I thought he was cooking on offense a lot today, bro. Like,
he did, bro.
He was cooking up some things that had the defense, like the Bills' defense, kind of like lost at times.
Yes.
A lot with the motions he was doing, the quick pace of the offense and all that stuff. He was putting it on the defense a little bit. But I'm still waiting for that. Where are the big plays, bro? Where are the big plays? All we need is like 2 or 3 a game. I'm not asking for a shitload.
Right.
Just 2 or 3 a game and 20, 25 yards.
Especially in a game where like your offense runs for over 200 yards. Like you can't tell me you can't scheme up some type of play. And maybe they did, and maybe on those, because I know there's a couple of play action passes that they had, and then like Rattler would check it down. So I don't know if that's a situation where they were covered well and he just didn't throw them. I don't know. Like that's an all 22 question, right. But they just weren't there. Justin Cash, thanks for the $2 super chat. Asks, does Loomis get fired if we go 0-7? Man, I think there's a chance that Loomis gets fired, but if it for sure ain't happening during the season.
Hell no.
Not during the season.
Hell no.
Mark asked this question, and I think we need to have a bigger conversation about it. So I'm going to read the question, then we're going to take a break and hear from our dude, Precious Works. He said, is Shaheed slightly washed? I don't know if I like the usage of the word wash, but I think it's something that we need to discuss at the end of this break. So we'll be back right after this break.
Yo, what up, Wolf? What are you looking at?
Man, I'm checking out this website. This site is cheeks, bro.
In 2025? How do you have a crappy website? Couldn't be me.
They need to hit up our guy Bijan with Precious Works. Precious Works offers to not only build you a website that's tailored to you and your customers' needs, but also to continue to manage and maintain it so you can focus on your business. Don't have much time? Precious Works is just what you need. No out-of-the-box stuff like Squarespace or Wix. Precious Works will create a site for you. You won't have to worry about plugin updates, security, or things like that because Precious Works will maintain all of that and be available to you 24/7. Bijan set up Saints Block Party Podcast website for us a few years ago and hit it out the park. He also keeps it up to date and helps us anytime we want to add something new like a form or the prospect matching tool that we did for the NFL draft. It's like having your own personal developer just a text or a call away. Precious Works has worked with everyone from small businesses to large firms, so no job is too big or too small. If you're in the need of a website or you currently have one, but you want to upgrade it, give Bijan a holler at Precious Works. You can get with him at Bijan at Precious Works, Bijon at precious.works, or go to precious.works for his website. Make sure to tell him Saints Block Party sent you.
We are back. We currently have 54 concurrent viewers on, about 145 views. Appreciate y'all. Please like and subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. If you're listening to the audio version of this, please follow, subscribe, 5 stars, whether you're Apple Podcast, Spotify, however you're listening. The Shaheed thing's been on your radar. We have our dude Jake, who shout out to our dude Jake, who's a track and field coach. Brought up some very interesting points in our Discord of maybe also pointing out that with the injury that Shaheed had last season, the surgery, and then him adding weight, that gear, like that third down, Wolf, that third down that he caught when they were trying to go down the drive, and then eventually AK didn't get it on 4th down. Shaheed, when he catches that, at least converts that first down. If not scores, he converts that first down.
Telling you, bro. Look,
that gear, it's not there right now.
Something is missing, bro. Like I always said, he had 3 gears. Like, because you would see him sometime and it'll just be like whoa. Like he just had these extra gears that he would get into that were weird. And I just haven't seen it yet this year. I haven't seen it yet. And it's not saying that he's slow now. He's still fast, still probably the fastest guy on the team. Can still get downfield, run go routes, posts and all that stuff and probably beat most corners. But I just, like, even at week 1 where Will Johnson, who was not like a super fast corner, was with him hip to hip. And it was just like,
we should have known something was up, bro.
Right. And like you said, bro, torn meniscus, bad knee injury. That's like a 4 to 6 month recovery. He got healthy pretty quick and he was full go like in minicamp. You know what I'm saying? Gained some weight, wanted to get a little more bulky and stuff like that. Maybe it costs you like a half a step, So like just maybe it just costs him half a step, or maybe it just takes time to really get that gear back. I don't know, but it's something I've noticed, because that was like his special superpower. It was he had that little extra dash of juice that just made him different from everybody on the field. Well, you get him a ball in space, like he caught that ball in space, and when I saw it, I got excited, like, ooh,
here we go,
turn this thing up. And it's like, nope, tackle by a linebacker. What? Something ain't right.
Jake said game speed not all the way there yet. It doesn't feel like it is.
Feel like it.
Anything else from this? Might be like a shorter recap, but it's not a whole bunch for us to.
Yeah, I mean, I guess overall, the game went about as well as you could hope, right? I would have liked them to see up. I would have liked to see them put up like a little more points, like maybe 28. And they were right there. They could have put that much. Like they had the opportunities to put up more points. But this team continues to just not execute consistently. I'm waiting for that clean game. I'm just waiting for that clean game where they're executing, they're hitting on passes, Rattler's accurate, players are catching the ball, they hit their hands, no penalties. I'm waiting for that clean game, especially on offense. The defense, I'm kind of is what it is with the defense. But on defense, you drafted all these players on defense. Get Stutzman on the field.
Bruh, thank you for bringing that up because Pete Warner had an awful game today. It was awful.
Had a pick hit his hand. He hitting the wrong holes. What's going on there? Even DeMario, getting shook out his cleats. I'm like, what is going on here?
Damon Jones, thank you again for the $1.99 super chat. We're 6 super chats away from hitting our goal. He said Taysom is missed badly. Like that 2-point conversion, conversion call. I like I even said in our Zoom, bro, if that's the call, run it with Tyler Shuck.
Pretty much. Using a 6-foot quarterback who got close, but if he was just a little taller, he probably could have got it. Spencer Rattler, he a tough SOB, but I wouldn't call that with Spencer. You know what I'm saying? For a 2-point play? Nah.
Didn't love it. J Rock said my 3 bright stars for the game: Spencer, Kendre, and Sinker. I don't Kendre and Sinker for sure. I thought Spencer played the thing about Spencer is weird is that he's a frustratingly gamer. It's one of those things where that drive where they went down, they scored that touchdown, that Kendre touchdown. Most of that drive was really all on him.
All him.
All him. And then, like you said, there was throws that he made in the game that on the money, pristine, NFL throws. But there's at least 1 to 2 or 1 to 3 a game where it's those clutch ones,
critical
ones. And it's also a combination too, where during the game we're watching the Bucks playing the Eagles, and Emeka Buka just makes this insane, great catch and run for a 60-yard touchdown. No one on the Saints is doing that, bro.
Nobody.
It's one of those things where it's Olave dropped some passes, and we've said it. Spencer is I don't know if he's being asked to be or being looked at, but he's it's this. He has to go be this win because of quarterback when he's a win with quarterback,
right? And that's the thing, because I keep seeing some fans, they'll be I'm tired of I try to see those Spencer, he's not the QB of the future. It's no, nobody's saying he's QB of the future. One, you had to find out if he is or not, and 2, I don't think nobody was thinking Spencer Rattler QB of the future, but what he is to me is a quarterback you can win with. You know what I'm saying? I think if you took Spencer Rattler and you put him on, maybe the Vikings, put him on the Minnesota Vikings, I think they'll win some games. I don't know how good they'll be, but they'll win some games. You need the talent and you need guys to help. Can somebody help? Can somebody make a play? Because at this point, it's almost shocking when somebody makes a play. Juwan Johnson, there was a play where he turned around and he broke a tackle, and he was wow, Juwan Johnson making a play.
Yay.
You know what I'm saying? Yay, first down.
Bro, I thought Juwan Johnson broke his legs trying to juke, bro, on that side.
How you break your own ankles? I still don't understand why. He ran into how when people run into the little laundry cord,
clothesline.
The clothesline. He got clotheslined by nothing.
I felt like he was trying to stop on a dime to cut in, but his knees and body just
he said nah.
Wayne said Spencer didn't play horrible, but he didn't win the game, and I can't keep giving him passes even if it's not on him.
Yeah,
I think that's a fair
that's
assessment.
fair, man.
I think the scary thing is I don't know how close they are playing Tyler Shough because I don't know how close they feel that Tyler Shough is being ready to start.
Right. I don't know. That's like a major component of it. Like, is Tyler Shough, has he been taking those progressions? Maybe he's ready. Maybe he's ready to go. I do think like that clock is ticking though for Shough.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean for Rattler.
Absolutely.
Like, and I know they're looking at this next game against the Giants, even though they're not like an easy team. They're looking at that game like, man, that's a game we got to try to go get this dub.
Starting Jackson Dart, no Malik Neighbors, like it's at home. Gotta go win, bro.
Go find a way to win that. Go find a way to get that dub, score one more point than them. Because if not, then you 0-5. Oof. Okay, maybe get to New England. Then the onus is on that game. Who we got after New England?
Is it the Bucks? I think it's the Bucks. It's the Bucks.
Ooh. Like, I know they ain't been perfect, but I mean, that's the best team in the NFC right there. NFC South, I mean.
It gets. Like I said it during the Zoom, but I'm like, it's. You said it, but man, it's still kind of hard to maybe look at like where the wins are going to come from this team this year. It's maybe the Giants game, maybe the Pats game, maybe they get one of the games with the Panthers, and maybe the Jets. I counted 4.
Yeah, that's like being very optimistic. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Ooh-wee.
Morgan Freeman, good luck. And okay, Chris said the Titans. So maybe they could make.
You never know.
Feels like a 3-5 win team.
Right.
Feels like a 3-5. After last week, it was looking like 0-3. Like they was looking like
it was looking not going to win a game this season.
I wanted to quickly. We talked about it. They 0-4 right now. So just zooming forward to next April, the draft. It's an interesting conversation. I think we need to have start right. I'm going to present these players to you. Keep in mind, I'm going to present them to Ryan. We've watched very little of these players. We've seen bits and pieces. Ryan may have not seen that much at all from some of these players. But I want to have a football philosophical conversation. Give you 3 players. I'm giving you Lenore Sellers. I'm giving you Caleb Downs. And I'm giving you Ruben Bain, edge rusher from Miami, who probably is going to get drafted top 5, top 3 in this draft. More than likely. We'll see. If the Saints continue where they are, they're going to have a top 3 pick. How are you trying to Jake said Jordan Tyson, the wide receiver from Arizona State. How are you trying to navigate that decision? Because it's a huge decision.
Huge, man. Huge. I like with Sellers, look, like I said, I haven't studied him deeply. Love his talent. Talent just he has number raw. Yeah.
It leaps off the tape. He's super raw. Super raw, bro.
A lot of things to work on.
He's gonna be like what, 20 when he gets drafted?
Damn. Like I'm just saying, like, a lot to work with and a lot to work on with him, and that's a little scary. Like me, bro, like especially if the Saints pick number 1, number 2 overall, I want somebody that's I just can't wait to draft them. Like I don't want to have all these reservations, and maybe that's just unrealistic.
I don't know. In this draft class, I think that's a bit unrealistic.
With this draft, and that's what I'm saying. Like
our luck, bro. We finally pick a top 3, and it's like, well, we could give you. We like I feel like fucking what is it? What's the fucking show with the Pawn Stars. Oh, we could offer you Caleb Downs. Like, yeah, that's a
stud. He's a stud. He's good.
A stud safety.
Safety?
Stud.
Oh, give me Bane, bro. Like, Saints need pass rushers, but we back there again, trying to replace Cam Jordan again.
with someone who compares very much to him at the prospect. I think.
Right.
I've been saying this for a couple of weeks now, but if this team ends up picking as high as we think they end up picking, and there's maybe some team that's infatuated with a quarterback
Sellers.
or whatever, Sellers or whatever, and if they're not in love with Sellers, bruh, the best thing that could happen for this team is they can, I don't know, it's not going to say swindle, but if they can get a future first round pick in 2027 from another team and trade down, like not even, like if you could maybe get somewhat close to the Jags-Browns trade this past draft and still get a blue chip talent player.
Yeah.
That sets up your team future so much.
Because I'm very fascinated where Caleb Downs ends up falling in the draft order. Because he is a safety. And we could balk at like positional value and stuff like that, but teams do take that seriously.
They absolutely do
take positional. I mean, we've seen like good safeties hit free agency and sit there for weeks.
Well, the last safety drafted super high. Was it Jamal Adams?
I'm about to say the LSU kid,
or the Darren James. Well,
I want to say Jamal.
I think Jamal came
ninth.
No, I think he went way higher than that. Now that's gonna.
Did he go fourth?
Yeah, I think he went fourth, bro. Don't ask me for being a sicko for knowing that off the top of my head. Sixth to the Jets.
I think that was the last like high. Because Derwin James went where? With the 11th?
Did he really fall to 11, bro?
I don't think he went top 10, didn't he?
He 17th.
Yeah. So yeah, Jamal Adams was like the last, which was weird. That was weird that he went that high. What kind of PR did he have? But yeah, like, so I mean, I do think Caleb Downs would probably be like a top 8 pick. You know what I'm saying? Like, but will it be in the top 4 or will it be more than 8? You know what I'm saying? That's I wonder, because if you could trade down a few picks, the Saints need picks, bro. Like if they could really, I just don't trust who's at like the controls at all. Like
there it is.
That's what gives me reservation every time. Like Loomis at the controls. Ugh.
Like Loomis
handed off to Dimitrov. Shit.
Right. Loomis trying to orchestrate like a game franchise changing trade down, bro.
Oh no. Mm-mm. Like in theory, it would be lovely to move like from 1 to 3 or 1 to 4.
Or
maybe get another first rounder or get a second rounder. That'd be awesome.
What Jacksonville and Cleveland did last year for one spot, bruh. Bruh. If I'm moving down 2-3 spots, I need to push the first round.
Or use your top 2 pick, then use your number 34 pick, move up into the first round, because you already got like a second round pick that you traded Olave for, Craterson or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, that'd be cool too, because then you can go and grab a wide receiver late in the first round, or you can grab a tight end, or I don't know who's somebody, you know what I'm saying? Running back. Something kind of juice. Because that's another thing this team also needs. Like, juice. Still needs juice.
Bruh. Still. Got Jake Stoll and Moscato.
Oh, I can't take it, boy. Jake Stoll and Moscato packages out there.
Just felt like we need to have a quick 2026 NFL draft conversation just with this team, because it's trending that direction. Kevin said Sellers sitting a year and we in Jeremiah Smith territory.
Ooh.
I see that vision.
Ooh.
I see that vision.
And honestly, like, if that was the move, like, go ahead and take Sellers. Take Sellers at 1, and then, like, develop him. You got Radley. You got Tyler Shuck. You know what I'm saying?
That PR going, bruh, if they draft Sellers 1 overall, and I'm with you. Like, you could draft Sellers and you could just give him, like, a Pat Mahomes, like, season. Like,
period. You're not playing.
Let Tyler Shuck run it all of the second year, whatever you want to do. But it's drafting the talent and then developing the talent. And that's what it all goes back. Like, that's not so much a Mickey thing. That's more of the coaching staff thing. It's like, Kellen, if Kellen's still coaching, I potentially will see. But if Kellen's still the head coach, if they were to draft a player like Sellers, and I know they loved Cam Ward they willing to trade the farm for Cam Ward. Tennessee said no. They're not really comparable as prospects to me. But if you were to draft a player like Sellers, do you have the patience to truly be able to do what's necessary for him to succeed? That's the question.
I don't know. We see it over and over in this league already, where patience runs thin quickly. You know, I mean, because it's not just the coaching staff; it's the other players on the team. They're like, man, this dude ass. We know with A. Rich, they're like, man, this dude. And I'm not saying Sellers is that wrong.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying it takes man, it's like a legitimate patience working with somebody and developing them like that.
And we talked about it if you're like quarterback 2, quarterback 3, you're not getting the snaps that you need to develop. So it's a bigger conversation to have later. I just wanted to talk about it just because they're picking number 1 overall in the draft, bro. Like, it's a conversation we need to have. But we shall see what happens. Team fought today. They fought today, and we shall see what happens for this upcoming game against the Giants. We'll be back on Wednesday doing the preview pod for the Giants game. Might get their first win of the season. Maybe. One thing we didn't talk about, though, speaking of fire Mickey Loomis, that picture someone posted in our Discord, I don't know who it was, of like
me.
There was you, the cap hits, the top 10 cap hits on the team, bro.
Oh no, that wasn't me.
Like
unbelievable, bro.
$94 million in dead money for players not on the team.
That's how it works. When you kick the can down the road, so to speak. That's how it looks, bro. Because that money is going to have to be accounted for at some point. And that's what we're living through. But $94 million, so think about that. That's like almost a third of the cap.
That's crazy.
So you functioning, like I said, we're functioning like a team working off the 2017 cap. You know, when it was 2025. We still at 2017 cap. You know what I'm saying? And that's the only reason why you can have like a Spencer Rattler. You need like a Spencer Rattler that's playing on the cheap deal, shit like that.
Yes. Rough. And you combine that plus having very, very not great draft classes.
Boom.
It gets you to where the Saints are.
That's why you're bad. That's why you're bad. Because you got that and shitty drafts. You got nobody sitting in the bullpen. Nobody ready to come out. That's like it's just bare.
Bare, bro.
I mean, we struggling to find players to see who to trade. Can we trade somebody?
You got. And someone asked, like you got Granderson, you got Olave, you got Shaheed, maybe DeMario, AK. Like that's it.
The old guys, those are like, late picks, day 3 picks.
And then it becomes a thing where like they have to be careful because with some players, like trading them like accelerates the dead cap and the cap hit. Like it's
Granderson. With Granderson, that would be horrible for our cap by trading them right now. horrible. But it will just be a salary dump for the future. You're just basically saying, okay, well, at least we want to pay him later. But you taking that on now, you'll be like, boom.
At least you could sell that trade if you at least, like, to me, I don't know if they would get it, but if you were to get it, if they could get a second for Granderson from a desperate team, like you could sell that.
Mm-hmm.
If one of the crazy things, I don't think it's going to happen. Like, what this team like mess around and get like 2 second-round picks at the trade deadline, one for Grando and one for Olave. Because I know as down as we are, I mean, down as most of the fan base is on Olave, they're the good teams in this league. I don't know if they would like a low second, like the Eagles. The Eagles
they gave up a third
Chiefs.
with what Dotson last year.
The Eagles. You think they would come for Olave?
Well, Dotson ain't do nothing. And he gave up a third for him.
Just saying. Pammy asks, "Are we still arching our backs?" No, we're bored stiff. Planking. We planking. Pammy.
Cheeks tight. Clinched up.
Need to ask anyway. It was a fun game. The outcome was expected, but this team showed some fight and some grit, some determination. That does fall on Kellen as a coach for being able to have them competitive going against this game against the Bills.
100%.
Just got to have one complete game where they can close it out, and we'll see if they can do that against the Giants. We are going to be back on Wednesday previewing that Giants-Saints game in Week 5. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all, and we will be back on Wednesday. With that, we are out.
Peace.